What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming in. We are getting ready for a new series by Dirt Series Promotion, iDirt Truck Series Championship presented by Wrapz, race number 1 here at Lucas Oil as we wait for the session to go ahead and come up. Still showing unavailable. I did not. Clint, thank you for the share. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Everybody coming in, a racing action. Gonna start here pretty soon. Hold on. I'll fix it. I gotta go up over there anyway. We'll go ahead and get that chat turned on. I think they lost it in Chicago, honestly, Michael. Is what it is. Gotta go ahead and update the stuff over on YouTube. So the chat's not working. I gotta change that setting. Alright, should have chat up. I know. It says you gotta wait like, we gotta wait 7 days before we can... 7 days from the shipping day. Isaac, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, buddy. Let's go ahead and take a look and see. Brandon, thank you for the like. Clint, thank you for the share. Ox Dobbs, thank you for the like. Clint, thank you for the like. Chuck, thank you for the follow. Tyler, thank you for the follow as we are getting ready for some green flag racing. Let's go ahead and see if the session is up. Looks like I can get up in there. Let's go ahead and spectate this shit as we get ready for 125 laps at Lucas Oil in the Craftsman trucks here tonight. Gonna get wild. I'll tell you what, I was in the practice race. It was super close. Looked like it's gonna be some good racing. Hard to pass here tonight. We'll see how this works out as I'm getting up in the session, guys. Getting up in the session. How's everybody doing tonight? $35.67 SOF. I don't know if that's everybody in there. Ooh, what's this Subfest? I guess they got some Subfest stuff going on, so I have to check that out later. What's up, Miller? What's up, Stacy? What's up, everybody? Getting up into the race session. Getting ready for 125 laps at Lucas Oil as we hear those cars, trucks roaring to life. Go ahead and make that full screen. Ooh, I gotta change one thing. Let's see. All right, I need to go ahead and get the sound correct over on TikTok. And then we'll go take a second and go through the sponsors of the series, especially Wrapz, the primary sponsor of the iDirt Truck Series. We're going to go ahead and turn that sound down there. All right, should be good on the sound. So just want to get a quick shout out to 3D Racing, All Out Graphics, House of Speed, Butt Kicker, Wrapz, Finish First Designs, all partners of Dirt Series Promotions, helping to make these races happen as we get up on the live screen. Getting ready for some racing here tonight. How's everybody doing? Let's go ahead and get on a car. We're going to jump on Colton, currently the quick time out there, as he comes back out on the track in that number 24 machine. Gonna be some good racing here tonight, guys. I promise you don't want to go anywhere. This is gonna get wild. Doug, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, Doug. Probably appropriate music right here for this. as Cam and Colton gonna run side by side here in the practice. Brad Allman up to the quick time in that number 9. Tyler in that 00 second quit. Colton Snyder 3rd. Brett in the number 93 4th. Josh Smith in the 83. He's currently 5th. Cody Connor in 6th in the 3. Clifford Driscoll struggling a little bit here tonight in that number 63. Currently 7th. Cam in the 31, going to be 8th. Norwood out on the track of that number 4 machine. All right, let's go ahead and see. Where's Norwood going to put that thing? As he's going to run lap number 1 here in practice for him. Let's see where he can go ahead and put that number 4. He's going to go 6 quick with his first lap out on the track. John, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, bud. Got to get you back out on Whoop, bud. Ooh, Norwood gets a little squirrely out of 4 here. Oh, I got a new wheel. Problem is my pedals are dead, Logan. Norwood's moved his way up to 4th. Guys, if you're over on TikTok, make sure you tap that screen. Let's get those likes and shares out there. Let's get some people up in the chat, hanging out with us, chatting with us. Now, I do know we're supposed to have 13 cars on the track here tonight. 13 trucks. There are a few people who normally would be here that aren't going to make it here tonight, but 13 trucks expected for tonight's season opener. Going to be wild. Right? Right, Dobbs? Oh, you want Sim Magic? I got myself one of the CSL DDs from Fanatec. I gotta steal on it. As that is going to be the end of practice. Let's get ready for qualifying. Qualifying about to hit the track. Who's going to be the first one? I have the V3s, but my pedals died. Doug is watching. Yeah, Doug's been out here. All right, we got Cody Connor out there in the number 3. He's going to put down a lap time. I see Brett and Brandon Gibbs jumping out on the track. It looks like we're going to be 11 trucks here tonight. It was the chip that went bad. And they do. It's just, it takes forever to get a hold of them. I actually had one on the way. Michael Swank sent me I paid for the shipping and he just sent it to me. The chip. But apparently, it's looking like they lost it in the mail. As Cody's going to set down that first quick time with a 17.613. But there goes Brandon Gibbs and Robbie Swan up to the top of the charts with a quick time with a 17.534. So Robbie Swan to the top of the charts. Let's go ahead. Out here, we got Justin Norwood. Could Norwood go to the top of the charts? Lisa, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Let's see where Norwood's going to put this number 4 machine. As he's currently 9th. He's going to have to pick it up quite a bit here on lap number 2. Can he pick up the pace? Brad Allman out there second quick. Is he going to pick up the pace to get the pole? He is not. Good luck, Norwood, says Clint. As Norwood's going to pick it up to 6th quickest. So he's got a little work to do here tonight. 11 trucks. 125 laps here tonight. Going to be interesting. Hopefully these guys can make it through. That's a lot of laps in the trucks at Lucas Oil. Norwood's going to go out there and get an extra couple laps in as we are going to close in on the end of qualifying here. They actually have dirt tires for the NASCAR stuff. So they do actually have a dirt tire. Let's see. See if we get a good view of that tire. I might have to go to the left front. Let's see. Trying to get a good view of that tire. All right, let's get ready for tonight's warm-up. Shit, I didn't realize we had a warm-up. These guys gonna come out here and work that track in, or are they gonna go ahead and advance? How's everybody doing tonight? Make sure you guys get those likes and shares out there. Let's get a bunch of people up in here. Look, there's a lot of dirt racing going on. Okay, they're gonna run 3 minutes. 3 minutes in the warm-up. Get some people up in here ready for some NASCAR truck action at Lucas Oil, running the dirt. We got 5 races on dirt here with this series. There's points though for qualifying though, Robbie, if I remember correct. I think there's points for qualifying. Norwood up to the top of the charts here in practice. I know. I'm just letting you know. I think there are points for getting quick time. As we got these laps counting down here. Norwood currently at the top of the charts with a 17.623. Robbie Swan gonna come out onto the top of the charts. Brandon Gibbs, I'll tell you what, Brandon's got some speed here tonight. These guys better be worried as he comes out with a 5.46. We'll see what Brandon Gibbs is able to do. How's everybody doing tonight? Lay them likes and shares out there. All right, let's go ahead and kill the music as we are getting ready for tonight's main event. Gonna go ahead and situate it so you guys don't get the double echo over there on TikTok. Remember, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and TikTok here. So TikTok does have the race chats. I'm pretty good. Clint. I did hit my hand today. I thought I might have. I think I broke my pinky. I don't know if I did or not, but God, I felt like I did. As Robbie Swan up to the top of the charts with a 5.35. Man, 1/100th of a second between Robbie and Brandon here tonight. This is going to be a good race, guys. If you look at these lap times, I mean, these guys are all pretty close. Long race. It'll be interesting to see how these guys handle these trucks here tonight at Lucas Oil on dirt. Oh, you know, I was doing some Walmart deliveries. I had the weekend off from the kids, so I go out and make some extra money. And it was raining, and I had like a 50-pound bag of dog food, and my hand slipped because the bag was wet, and I was trying to catch it and pull up, and it slipped, and my hand just went flying into the door, and man, it's a good thing it wasn't a person, it was a door, because I probably would have hurt him. All right, that's going to be the end of practice. And they do look really good. And wait till you get them racing side by side on this restart. I was actually quite surprised how these trucks looked here. Now there is an 8-car invert. I know this because Robbie's back in that 8th position. Let's go through tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight. In that number 24 machine, it is going to be Colton Snyder. Outside of him is going to be Tyler Brown in the 00. Starting on the inside of row number 2, in that number 4, probably fan favorite here tonight, it is going to be Justin Norwood. Outside of him, in the number 93 machine, starting in 4th, it is going to be Brett Caudell. Starting on the inside of row number 3, it's going to be Cody Connor. Outside of him, it's going to be Brandon Gibbs starting in 6th. Starting in that 4th row on the inside, in that 7th position, it's going to be the number 9 of Brad Allman. Outside of him, it is going to be our quick time here tonight in the number 37 Apex Machine, Robbie Swan. I don't know if it's the Apex Machine, but I know that's who he drives for. So, starting in 9th, it's going to, in the number 83, it's going to be Josh Smith. Outside of him, I don't know. He's been on the struggle bus. Let's see if he can get it figured out. It's going to be the 63 of Clifford Driscoll. Starting shotgun on the field in the number 31, it's going to be Cam Horton. Starting in 11th. He's got a long ways to go. 11 trucks, I guess, set to do battle here tonight as they come around. Let's see if they get that one to go. It looks like the lights are off the pace truck. They are stacked up side by side. We'll be getting that green flag. We'll find out if the pace car pulls off of turn number 2. Down the front straightaway. Now's the time to wave it to your favorite. You wave to them, they'll virtually flip you off. I don't know. As they come into 1 and 2, pace truck is off, looking for that green flag. All starts in this series are on green. All initial starts, restarts will be on leader. I don't know if they're going to do the Delaware starts in this or not. I can't remember what he said as we wait for that green flag. Oh my God, this is taking forever. Green flag is out. Man, that anticipation. That's a late green flag as they head into 1 and 2. Side by side all the way through the field as they come out of turn number 2. Brett's going to drift high. He stays in that number 4 spot as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Still side by side for the lead. Here comes Tyler on the outside. He's going to dig hard on Colton as they head into 1 and 2. What's a race without Helms? What the Helms is going on? Down the back straightaway, still side by side for the lead. Tyler Brown holding strong. Slide job out of Colt Snyder. Tyler's going to cross him over out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. They're going to send it into 1 and 2. Tyler's going to drift. Oh, contact! As it looks like Brett might have gotten into the back of Colton Snyder. Colton goes around. Caution flag is out. Let's go ahead and take another look at that one. Ooh, Brett just got a big run on him. We're going to go ahead and show. Yeah, Brett just got a huge run through the corner. And Colton was trying to back it off to go through the cut down. And, yep, Brett just gets into the back of him. Oh, wow, big sandwich there. Robbie was at the bottom of that one, but he's going to have to give some of that back. As we get the first caution flag here of the night. Good racing, though, so far. I know it was only a couple laps, but that looked pretty awesome. What do you guys think so far about the trucks on dirt here at Lucas Oil? Let me know in the chat. Make sure you guys get these shares out there. Make sure you guys get these shares out there. So Brett's going to get the EOL for the contact. As the pace lights are still on. Let's see if they get that green flag here pretty soon. All right, I'm going to do something I don't normally do. We're going to go ahead and give some shares. Just because people don't normally see this. All right, looking for the green flag as they head through turn number 3 and 4. When is Tyler going to fire him off? Green flag is out as they come into turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Robbie Swan. He's going to split the difference out of turn number 2. He's up to that number 2 position. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Robbie digging up underneath. Almost gives Tyler the door. Out of turn number... All right, so we got a couple shares out there. As they come out of turn 2, Robbie Swan digging up underneath Tyler. Into turn number 3 and 4. Can Robbie clear him? No. Tyler's going to stay on his rear quarter as they come out of turn 4 down the front straightaway. So Tyler doing what he has to. No Xbox here. As they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Robbie's going to dig on the outside. Tyler down low out of turn number 4. Who's going to lead it at the line? It's going to be Robbie. At the line, new race leader, the number 37 of Robbie Swan. He's going to be hard to beat here tonight, but Tyler giving him a run for his money as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Door to door, Tyler almost drifts up as they come out of turn 4. Down the front straightaway, Robbie leads it that time by as they come across the line into turn number 1 and 2. Still side by side, Tyler drifts up, gives it a little bit of gas. Drag race down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Tyler almost gives him the door. Tyler had to back out of it that time as he drops back up into that number 2 position. He's got Brandon Gibbs all over the back of him as they head through 1 and 2. Battle now for second as Robbie now has the lead as they come down the back straightaway. Now single file, a little bit of racing going on in the back. We're watching this battle up front as Tyler Brown almost into the back of Robbie Swan. Brandon Gibbs trying to dig in on that 00. Justin Norwood sitting in that number 4 spot in the number 4 car as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. So single file, 125 laps here tonight, 10 laps complete as they come across the line. 10 laps in the books as these guys roll single file. Tyler Brown trying to get a little bit of dig down low as they come out of turn at number 2. Pick Gibbs for the W. Gibbs has got some speed here tonight. I'm telling you, I think Robbie's going to be hard to beat. Ken, thank you for the like. Scott, by the way, thank you. Scott Helms, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. As they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Brandon. Down low, tries to clear Tyler. Can't quite do it out of turn number 2. This is all giving Robbie a little bit more breathing room, but Brandon going to clear Tyler out of turn number 4. Give that number 2 spot to Brandon Gibbs. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes... Oh, Tyler missed the turn. Drifts too high. Almost has Norwood up underneath them as they come down the back straightaway. Tyler trying to find a way. He is definitely overdriving it a bit right now as they come out of turn number 4 down into 1 and 2. Still single file. Josh Smith reeling his way up into this battle. Brad Allman, he's got some speed here tonight. He's currently in that number 6 position. I'm curious on how tire wear is going to work with these things. Dave, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, bud. Cam Horton back here in the 31. He started at the back of the pack. Colton Snyder, Clifford Driscoll, Brett, and Cody rounding out the field as we go back up front. Robbie continues to lead the way as he's got about a half a second lead as they come out of turn number 4. Robbie Swan leading the way. He's not looking to finish second like he has done so many times before. Looking to take a victory here tonight as they come down the back straightaway. Brandon definitely trying to put the heat on him. Let's take a look at these lap times. Brandon was a little quicker. Not slick fast enough for Driscoll. I've never seen him struggle this much though. I will say. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, it looks like Brandon is chipping away at that lead from Robbie Swan as he rolls the bottom out of turn number 4. Big chunk of it. He gained about 0.2 of a second as we got a battle back here between Josh Smith and Norwood. Norwood going to dig up underneath Tyler as we keep an eye on the battle for the lead also. But third on back as Josh Smith has broke his way up into that top 4. Give that number 4 spot to Josh Smith as Brad Allman starts to reel him in. I'll tell you what, Gibbs has got that bottom side going. I got a feeling there's a little bit of trail break in there to make that work as they come out of turn number 4. He is all over the back of the number 37 of Robbie Swan as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Brandon going to try to dig down low out of turn 2. Can't quite do it. He's got to stay in line. 2/3 of a second difference between the first. Oh my God, Tyler sends it in there as they come out of turn number 4. Single file into 1 and 2. Trying to get a little intense here as they come out of turn 2. Robbie Swan has some pressure. Brandon Gibbs in the 34B trying to dig up underneath out of turn number 4. You almost got to hope they make a mistake or make them make a mistake as they are still single file. We had side-by-side battling way back here. These guys are trying really hard back at the back of the pack as the front group currently single file into turn number 3 and 4. Tyler's struggling. He's got some speed, but looks like he's got a little bit too much spin, too much throttle happy. Really seems to be what's hurting him here. Ooh, Josh Smith gets the wall as Tyler drifts it out. Here comes Smith down low, out of turn number 4. Smith tried to take that number 3 spot as they come out of turn number 4, down into turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Brandon now losing a little bit of ground on Robbie as they come out of 2, down the back straightaway. Looks like Robbie might have gotten the wall here. We got a battle for third. Here comes Smith down low, up underneath Tyler. Tyler gonna dig out a 4. Side by side down the front straightaway. What's up, Moody? As they head into turn number 1 and 2, give that number 3 spot to Josh Smith. Tyler wants it back. Tyler gonna dive it down into turn number 3. Josh sends it in, almost kills Brandon Gibbs. Out of turn 4, down across the line. Smith's gonna keep that number 3 spot that time by. Norwood lurking in the background, and don't count out that number 9. He has been quick all night long here as they head into turn at number 3 and 4. Here comes Gibbs looking up underneath Swan once again as they come across the line. 26 laps in the books. 26 laps in the books, a little more. Norwood's going to win this, Moody says. I don't know. It's looking like it's going to be a big battle between these two, but Smith has some speed too. Smith is actually faster than the leaders. So Josh Smith reeling in the leaders. He could be the surprise upset here tonight as Norwood now up underneath Brown. Norwood looking for that number 4 spot out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Door to door for the 4 and the 00 as Josh Smith looks up underneath Gibbs, just in front of that. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Long race here tonight as they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Here comes Smith looking for second. He's going to drift up into 3 and 4. Drag race down the front straightaway. So Josh Smith giving Brandon Gibbs pressure. Robbie's got to love what he is seeing happening behind him as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Still side by side. Smith gonna send it in there. Good run out of turn number 4. Gibbs gonna dig back. He's gonna keep that number 2 spot for now as Smith has that speed out of turn number 4. Smith is looking for that number 2 spot. Gibbs sideways out of turn number 2. Yeah, Brett. Right? Ooh! Wow, Smith throws the slider on Gibbs. Almost kills Robbie as they head into 1 and 2. Robbie looking to have pressure as they are almost 3 wide out of turn number 2. Single file 4 now as they come out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. We got 32 laps in the books. Laps are clicking down quick as, I'll tell you what, this has been some good racing here. Let's go check this pack back here as Cam and Cody duke it out. Driscoll. Oh, big wreck. Big wreck. I got there just in time. Is there going to be a caution? Caution does come out. Caution flag comes out. Let's go take a look and see what happens here. I got to back it up a little bit. Colton's going to get in here and slide into Brett. Brett's going to get sideways. They're going to get more contact. Driscoll, nowhere to go. Punts. Colton Snyder. Caution flag comes out. So, second caution flag of the night. Good races so far here. He didn't sign up in time. I don't think he was, I don't think he was tall enough to sign in and they didn't have a ladder. Landon, by the way, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, buddy. What a race so far here tonight. Robbie leads and Josh Smith in second. Brandon Gibbs third. Norwood in fourth. All right, so it is going to be 2 by 2, by the way. Not the normal Delaware start. Robbie picks the outside for this restart. They're going to stack him up behind him. As it looks like we're going to get that green flag this time by. You weren't going to run it any... Thomas, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Looking for the green flag. Out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. As Robbie gets on the gas, here comes Norwood. Looking to the outside of Josh. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Smith going to try to slide up side by side with Robbie Swan. Once again as they come down the back straightaway. Josh Smith going to think about getting in line. He's going to get in line as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Cuts down up underneath Robbie. Out of turn number 4. Robbie's going to lead that time by 34 laps in the books as they head through turn number 1 and 2. It is getting dicey back there as Norwood looking for a podium. But Brandon Gibbs holding strong on the bottom side for that number 3 spot. Josh Smith, gets sideways almost into Robbie. Robbie going to lead that time by as Smith holds strong on the bottom side as they head through 1 and 2. Helms should have run it out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Still a drag race for the lead into turn number 3 and 4. Smith going to dig hard as they come out of 4. Robbie going to get the outside. Who's going to lead that time by Josh Smith with the lead? New race leader as they head into turn number 1 and 2. So Smith with the lead takes it away from Robbie. Robbie going to try and find a way around him as they head into turn number 3 and 4. On a turn 4 drag race for the lead as Robbie got up underneath Smith. Down into turn number 1 and 2. We got Smith up high, Swan down low as they come out of turn 2. Drag race for the lead. Heading towards turn number 4. Robbie's going to send it in. Can he slide him? He's going to keep it low. Might be a little something on the bottom right now. Out of turn number 4 at the line. Smith headed at the line by a nose as they head into 1 and 2. Beating and banging for the lead. Robbie digging hard on the bottom side. What's up, Zach? Been a minute. As they head into turn number 3 and 4. Robbie going to try to dig out of 4. Josh Smith up high. Drag race to the line. Going to be Josh Smith that time by. Side by side for the lead as Josh going to dig out. Here comes Brandon Gibbs. Is he going to make it 3 wide? He thought about it. Contact between the leaders. Down the back straightaways. They head into 3 and 4. Robbie's going to push a little bit out of turn number 4. Gets into the door of the 83 down the front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Robbie going to try to get in line. Smith gets a little sideways. Robbie's got to cut up underneath them. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Still side by side for the lead. Robbie going to get that run out of 4. Maybe not. Here comes Smith coming back on the outside. Brandon Gibbs not making it easy for either one of these guys as he digs up behind him. Robbie and Smith might have gotten together a little bit. Smith sideways out of turn 2. Robbie going to dig through turn number 3 and 4. Can he clear him? Can't quite do it. Has to hold it low. Drag race down the front straightaway. Brandon Gibbs looking low on Robbie. No room there. He's got to get back in line as they're still side by side for the lead. What a race for the lead here, guys. What a race as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Robbie going to send it in hard in that number 37 as they come out of 4. Down the front straightaway. Josh Smith into the wall. Down into turn number 1 and 2. More contact as they come out of turn 2. Josh Smith digging on the outside. Robbie going to dig back low into turn number 3 and 4. Still side by side for the lead. Nowhere for Brandon Gibbs to go. He thinks about taking it 3 wide once again. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Still side by side. They touch out of 2 down the back straightaway. What a race for the lead as they head into turn number 3 and 4. They might have touched on entry. Smith sideways out of turn number 4. Who's going to have it at the line this time by? Robbie Swan by half a truck. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Might have been a little bit more contact there as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Josh Smith going to dig on the outside. Robbie going to slide him. Here comes Smith back with the cut down. Gibbs tries to go low. Smith has to thread the needle. Smith going to send it in hard as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Drag race for the lead. Robbie back to the front. Josh Smith back down low. Who would have thought that it would have been this crazy? Yeah, it's been phenomenal racing as they come out of turn 4 down into turn number 1 and 2. Smith back up underneath Robbie. He's going to try to dig out of 2. Can't quite get there as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, 48 laps in the books. Man, these laps are clicking down quick. What happens with good racing is Smith almost into the back of Robbie. Let's take a look in the chopper as they come through turn number 3 and 4. Josh Smith trying to dig up underneath Robbie once again as they come out of 4 down the front straightaway. Smith just needs to regroup. He's been a fast truck all night long. Can't quite do it. Can he take the win? He won the practice race just before this. He's looking to take the win here in the main race as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Still single file up at the front. Looks like Brad Allman. Ooh, Gibbs gets the wall. Keeps it going straight as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Brad Allman just behind Norwood trying to dig in. Cody Connor got a little bit of speed now. Tyler dropping all the way back to 7th. Brett at 8th. Cam, Cliff, and Colton are rounding out the field. Back up front, Robbie continues to lead the way as they come out of turn number 4. 52 laps in the books. This is great racing. Great racing. I don't even have to say anything. It'd be worth watching it. I can't believe we lost as many viewers as we did. Oh, I didn't look. I didn't make sure is Kick streaming. Oh, I guess I wasn't streaming on Kick. My bad, guys. I know what I did. All right, so the battle for the lead has calmed down a bit as we got a battle now for that number 4 spot as Brad Allman tries to put the pressure on Norwood. Norwood in that number 4 spot. He wants to make it to a podium as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, going to scrape the wall just a bit as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could have told you that, Clint. I don't know where he's running. Are you sure you're not running it? I'm just kidding, Dubs. Back up front, Smith trying to find a different line. Robbie leads the way. Brandon Gibbs, though, in that number 3 spot. Norwood and Brad Allman are your top 5. 56 laps in the books as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It's a good racing so far here tonight. James equals ass. Look, I got promoted from asshole to a whole ass. Appreciate it, Dobbs. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Still single file. Let's go take a look at Clifford Driscoll back here at that number 63. Cam's going to miss the corner a bit. That's going to help Driscoll catch him. Oh, this has got to be so frustrating for Driscoll. Yeah, right. Look, Dobbs, if it was possible, you would get wrecked by the pace car. Back up front, Robbie adding to his lead, now out 0.8 of a second as Brandon Gibbs starting to put the pressure back on the 83 of Josh Smith. Got racing just behind as Brad Allman looking up underneath Norwood out of turn number 4. Norwood's going to roll the wall a little bit down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Allman back down low into 1 and 2. Can he get the run out of 2? Side by side for that number 4 spot. Allman's got that bottom side rolling as they head through 3 and 4. Allman going to get a good run out of 4. Maybe. Nope. He's got to get back in line. I'll tell you what, that bottom side definitely worked better right now in 1 and 2 than it did in 3 and 4. So it looks like it is top side of 3 and 4 right now as Brad is trying to find a way around that number 4. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, I remember having those days where you just can't catch a break. As Brad Allman looking back up underneath Norwood once again. As Robbie continues to extend his lead. 63 laps in the books. We are past the halfway point now, as we are 64 laps in the books as they cross the line this time by. So past the halfway point. I wonder how tired these guys are getting. They are working hard. I mean, this is not easy. It is a lot of work as these guys roll down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. I don't even think they want to know that they're only halfway through. Let's see. Yeah, that sucks for Dobbs. That's why you have a stable. That's one way to do it, Dobbs. All right, so the pressure continuing to build for that number 4 position. Ooh, Allman gonna bang the wall there on a turn number 4. He's still trying to dig up underneath Norwood. I'll tell you what, it actually looks like a good chunk of the field is starting to accordion back in. Robbie's in a world of his own right now in the 37, but everybody else all seems to be drawing to each other. I mean, these guys were a ways back. They're now starting to close in on that battle for 4th that we were just watching. So could we have a big pack here once again as they come out of turn number 4? 68 laps in the books. Yeah, I'm good at sarcasm. It just saw my setup. Oof. Oof. Joey, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, buddy. Out of turn number 4, still single file 4 now, but Brad has got something. He's just got to find a way around that number 4 machine. Norwood just able to stay out in front of him, but Brad definitely bringing the heat. I think Brad's a little bit quicker. It's one thing to catch him. It's a whole nother thing to pass him. As they come across the line, 70 laps in the books. I hit a button. Sorry, guys. What the heck did I just do? Wow, that was rough. Sorry about that, guys. I had a little bit of internet malfunction, I guess. That was weird. Robbie leads the way. Josh Smith in second as they come out. I think I hit the cable. I don't know why it does that. As Brandon gets into the back of Smith. Battle for second was definitely starting to intensify, but Brandon getting into Smith, that's going to give him a little bit of room. But Norwood getting 0 brakes as Brad Allman is all over the back of him. That's a cool view. We're just going to let this cycle through as we jump in on board with Norwood. As they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Woohoo, Gibbs! Gibbs stepped up over the edge just a bit as Allman and Norwood both bang the wall down the front straightaway. I'll tell you what, Norwood has reeled in at number 34. We could have a 3-car battle for 3rd here in just a minute as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Wow! I'll tell you what, Norwood got it, but Brad Allman got it a ton more as they come out of turn number 2. What's up, Stacy? Yeah, you got a good group. You definitely got a good group. So this battle's starting to heat up as Brad is going to make a little mistake, lose a little bit of ground. Josh Smith still not able to reel in Robbie as Robbie is 1.2 seconds out. I'll tell you what, there are, well, I was going to say 10 cars, but there's 9 cars because Colton's sitting in the stands with us out on the track begging for a caution flag at this point. There's Norwood. Wall riding again. Sheesh. Says Dobbs. I'll tell you what. Let's take a look. The static camera is just pretty awesome, especially when they miss that corner just a bit. Oh, Smith. Such a cool view. Norwood banging it off the wall. Let's jump on board with Allman. Jump in the cockpit of this number 9 as he tries to reel in that number 4 and find a way around. You can see he's really crossed up there. Got to be real easy on that throttle. Tries not to get that tire spin as he is starting to cross up a little bit more. That has definitely derailed some of his momentum. You know, my question is there going to be any tire fall off? I don't know how the tire wear is. Colton, are you still out there? Or Dobbs, maybe you know. Is there tire fall off in this and the trucks? Watching this battle for that third position as Brandon Gibbs has it. Norwood trying to reel him in, and Brad Allman just behind, tagging along as they come out of turn number 4. 83 laps in the books as Robbie Swan continues to lead as he is 1.3 seconds out front. Josh Smith is 1.3 seconds ahead of this battle here. Ahead of that number 34, Brandon Gibbs. Ooh! He was all kinds of sideways down the front straightaway. 14% fall off. Tires won't be an issue. So Stacy, I don't know if you've seen that pop up, but Dob says there's 14% fall off at 100 laps. So tires definitely won't be an issue. Nor we're going to dig up. He's going to push a little high there. Probably higher than he wanted to, but that might have worked. He had a good run out of turn number 4. Or 2. He's going to try it again off of turn number 4. Let's take a look at this lap time here. Let's see if that really paid off. Norwood, second quickest car on the track that time by. Robbie's still putting down those quick time. Well, that's no fun if you're watching, right? I'll tell you what, they're putting on a hell of a show. The trucks are racing really good. Out of turn number 2. Norwood all over the back of Brandon at this point. Ooh, are we gonna close in on lap trial? Robbie's still got a little bit. He's got about 4 seconds before he runs into this group. So we're gonna jump back to this battle for that number 3 spot. Let's see. Can Robbie see this? Jump on board with Robbie. Yeah, he can see the lap cars there, but he's still got plenty of room before he gets to him. We're going to jump back to this battle as it is definitely heating up now as Brad Allman up underneath Norwood. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. This is what Brandon needed. These two to race side by side. Norwood is definitely digging the high side. Brandon and Brad both down low as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Brad just trying to figure out where to go in that number 9 as they come down the back straightaway. Yeah, I'm really surprised. Really surprised there's not more fall off than that. As these guys continue to duke it out for third, the leaders continue to drive off into the sunset. I'll tell you another thing. Ooh, unless I think Smith might have just made a little bit of a mistake there. As Norwood has gotten to the high side of Gibbs, he's going to have third that time by. Out of turn number 2, Norwood and Gibbs side by side for third. Down the back straightaway, Brad Allman trying to figure out where to go. He's going to cut down. Will they be 3 wide for third? Out of fourth. Yeah. As they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Gibbs trying to dig back low. Brad nowhere to go. As they head into turn number 3 and 4. Norwood in that number 3 spot. Gibbs going to dig low out of turn number 4. Can't get the run. They're going to stay single file into turn number 1 and 2. I'll tell you what, guys. We're closing in. And when Robbie crosses the line this time by, it is going to be 30 laps to go. 30 laps to go. As we have had a phenomenal race here tonight. Back to this battle here. 3 cars all together. Cody starting to reel these guys in the number 3. As they head into turn number 3 and 4. It's almost like it's a tail whip, and Brad is the tail because he whips it a little too far each and every time in 3 and 4. Out of turn 2, let's see, can Brad get the run? He's trying to find a way around that number 34 as they head into turn number 3 and 4. So Brad Allman going to dig the outside as they come across the line. Third, fourth, and 5th all together as Brad might have gotten a little piece of Gibbs. Gibbs keeps it straight out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Cody is definitely reeling these guys in. I don't think it's not. So Norwood is not as none of these guys are as fast as first and second. So Robbie and Josh both are running threes, and it looks like third on back are all fours or more. As Norwood continues to lead. They'll lead this battle. Robbie out front. Josh Smith second. As we watch the battle for third as Norwood leads this battle. Contact for fourth as Brad gets into Gibbs. Into turn at number 1 and 2. Will we get a mistake here? Will we get a caution as we got 25 laps left to go? Better make it 24 as Robbie crosses the line. Nice and quiet right now as these guys have settled in single file. Brandon trying to reel back in Norwood as they head through turn number 3 and 4. So Norwood's got that thing rolling now, starting to gap that fourth place car. All right, so Norwood is now the fastest truck on the track in that number 4. Let's see if he can maintain that, but he is definitely the fastest truck out there right now, as it looks like Smith is definitely reeling in Robbie. So Smith starting to reel in Robbie as they come out of turn at number 2. He's got it down within 1 second. This could get interesting, folks, as Smith has found a little something on the bottom. Robbie closing in on the lap traffic. That could play a major role here tonight, as Cam is trying to stay up at the top as they come out of turn 4. He gets a little wobbly there. Robbie going to close the gap, and he's got to worry. He's got to find a way around Cam as quick as possible as Josh Smith tries to reel them in. Will we end up with a battle for the lead as Robbie's able to come up underneath? Cam puts Cam 1 lap down. Cam going to try to fight back on the outside as he gets a little squirrely off of turn number 2. Robbie able to clear the lap traffic. Pretty easy for Robbie there as Josh going to roll the bottom. He's going to clear him out of turn number 4. So pretty even for the first lap car they came across. Clifford Driscoll just ahead. As we're going to go ahead and jump back to Norwood. Norwood is definitely putting the heat on. He's been the fastest car for quite a few laps here, but he's going to need a caution to help. Brandon gives it fourth. Brad Allman, Cody Connor as Robbie continues to lead. Smith trying to close back in. Laps are ticking down. Definitely. What's up, Shane? What's up, buddy? How you doing? As Robbie continues to lead, we're on board with Josh. Let's jump on with Josh and just take a look at him trying to reel in that number 37. Robbie leads it, now starting to pull away from Josh once again as they got 15 laps to go. 15 laps to go as they come out of turn at number 2 down the back straightaway. Can Robbie Swan hold on? Can't make a mistake here. He's got enough cushion right now. 1.3 seconds as he heads into turn number 3. Driscoll just ahead as Robbie closes the gap. As we head through turn number 3 and 4. Everybody pretty spread out right now at this moment. Wondering if lap traffic going to play a role here as Robbie has definitely extended the lead. 1.6 seconds for a leader into turn number 3 and 4. Smith starting to fall back. Norwood definitely gaining as Robbie is gotten back into the 2s for lap times. So Robbie in a class of his own right now for lap times. He is running 1/10 of a second quicker than everybody but Brad Allman. Brad Allman was the quickest truck last time by. Robbie continues to lead as they head through turn number 1 and 2, trying to close the gap on Driscoll, put him a lap down. Hoping there's not a caution flag. The whole rest of the field wants a caution as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go. Can Robbie hold on? Can he not get a caution? Because that's really one thing he's going to need it not to do here tonight is go yellow. Driscoll drifts up out of turn number 4. Robbie just kind of hanging out. He's got plenty of cushion. Norwood in third. Oh, Cam is still struggling out here as Gibbs in fourth. And I'll tell you what, the fastest car on the track has been Brad Allman here late in this one. But might be too little too late as Robbie leads it down the back straightaway. He's going to get 7 to go. Scott Dobbs, thank you for the 490 stars. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate it. As they come across the line, 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go as Robbie has made his way around the lap truck of Clifford. And now Brandon Gibbs has to deal with Camp. As Camp continues to struggle as this track gets slicky sideways. Oh, he almost overcorrected. Able to save it. That could have been a caution. Through turn number 3 and 4 as Robbie sends it in. He's going to get that 5 to go this time by 5 more laps to go. 5 laps to go for Robbie Swan out front. Josh Smith, Justin Norwood, and Brandon Gibbs. Brad Allman, your top 5 as Robbie continues to roll through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. 4 laps to go. Yeah, right. Brooke, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. As Robbie continues to lead the field. Dominating performance by the number 37 as he comes across the line. 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Brett Caudill up in front of him. Next lap truck, but I don't think Robbie's going to catch him before the end of this one. As he comes out of turn number 4, 2 to go this time by. Jason, thank you for the like. What's up, Bab? What's up, Bab? Moving through the field, trying to find a battle here is Brad Allman and, hold on. Norwood has closed the gap on Smith as they get the white flag. This time by 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as we watch the battle for second. Robbie Swan well out front, well onto his way to victory as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Robbie out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. He's going to take the win. Who's going to get second? It's going to be Josh Smith, Norwood, Gibbs, Brad Allman, Cody, Brown, Caudill, Driscoll, and Horton. What a race here tonight, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. Caution at 3, 2, 1. That was a good race. That was a good race as Robbie's going to go out here and celebrate. Much deserved. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the results real quick. And then we're going to get ready to interview those top 3 as Robbie's going to get out there and he's going to park that thing right there. So it's going to be Robbie with the win. Josh Smith second, Norwood in third. Gibbs going to get that number 4 spot. Brad Allman in 5th. Cody Connor in 6th. Going to be Tyler Brown in 7th. Brett Caudill in 8th. Driscoll 9th. Horton 10th. And Snyder rounding out the field in that number 12 position. Let's go see if we can go grab that top 3. $19 to 25% drop after 25. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this, and let's see if we can get a little bit better view of these cars. I kind of like that. What do you guys think? All right, so let's go ahead and pull in our top 3. Where am I at? I'm just gonna pull you all in. Whew! What a race! What a race! I'll tell you what, Norwood's done a lot of laps today. Those arms have to be about falling off here tonight.
Yeah, buddy.
Man, tell me about that. It took a little bit to kind of get in a groove and get that thing running, but a few laps there. I don't know, about 25 to go. You were the quickest truck on the track for a little bit.
Yeah, I finally kind of found something there at the end and got a grip on it. And hell, it was just too late. They done drove so far away. I said I might have time to get to Josh. I don't know, and barely got to him, but I didn't have time to do anything. But yeah, I think I ran twos about the rest of the race from about lap. I think you're right, about 25 laps to go, but still, just wasn't too strong out. I'd like to see a caution.
I have a feeling that there were 9 people on the track that were begging for a caution. and there was one person that kept saying in their head, no caution, right, Robbie? But good run, Norwood. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, everybody at 3D Racing and House Speed Setup Shop and MDiTV. And you can go check out the YouTube channel and the Facebook streams. For some reason, they took my first stream that I put in the trucks. They took it down immediately, said it was a violation of guidelines. But congrats to Robbie. And at least he can end his night with something good after he got screwed in that other one.
No kidding.
I felt bad for you, but I've been there 100 times with that dude.
Look, he can.
Yeah, no, I called it in Waddell's stream. I was like, man, I'm going to be good if Selby doesn't get me.
Yep.
We've all been there, man. Appreciate it.
You'll be able to thank him in your stream for making sure you got to this race in time, Robbie. Josh, what a race for you and Robbie. You had a quick one. You had that bottom side really rolling, and you and Robbie duked it out, I don't know, what, 20 laps side by side?
It was a lot. I'm tired.
That looked like a lot of fun. You won the practice race. You're quick here all night long. I mean, was there anything you think you could have done a little bit different to stay with Robbie there at that?
Don't let him get out front early. I knew once whoever got out front got the clean air, because the track was starting to go away that you had to start searching, and all second was doing. I could stay with him, but then what I was going to do, follow him, so I got searching, and he got way out front on me.
Yeah, I noticed there's a couple points where you would lose a bunch, and it's usually when you were searching. But, I mean, you have to be happy. I mean, some of these other series we've ran this year, you might have struggled at times, but, man, you are looking like you're a contender in this series. It's got to feel good.
Oh, yeah, I like the trucks. It's a different driving style. I like it, but some other people struggle with it. Hopefully we can do better at Bristol.
Yeah, good run out here tonight. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, absolutely. First off, my wife and kids for letting me do this. They let me do this week in, week out. Just come off a 2-week vacation, so I'm a little rusty actually here behind the wheel. And then we got all of our sponsors. We've got Warrior Wrapz with Nick King. He couldn't make it tonight, had some family issues, but he stepped up and sponsored the truck series here. 3D Racing, Butt Kicker, House of Speed, All Out Graphics, Finish First Designs, MDiTV. All you guys make this happen week in, week out. Thanks for everybody watching, and hopefully we can pick up some more drivers. And I think we got Slick Track next week, but then hopefully 2 weeks here we pick up some more drivers and make an entertaining race at Bristol.
Well, good run, and appreciate the shout out. Robbie, I said you were going to be tough to beat here tonight, but Smith definitely gave you a run for your money.
Yeah, that was a really, really good race with him. Shout out to him for clean racing. You know, we were rubbing a bit, but that's just short track racing. There was just a little negotiating over how low or high each other were going to run, but it was pretty much as clean as you could ask for. I mean, it was a really, really good race. Honestly, really didn't expect much at all. I didn't prepare for this race at all because I didn't really know if I was going to make it. Like Norwood, I probably did like 1,000 laps at Charlotte the last 3 days. And that was all I was focused on was the supers. And luckily for me, these trucks seem to be the same exact line. Just roll the middle through the slick and let it float up a little bit. So seemed to be pretty much the same thing I was practicing all week, so I just went with it, and it became pretty clear that like whoever was leading was gonna run away with it. So I just once I got to his inside, I didn't want to give it up at all. So
Yeah, I was really surprised how hard people were battling early, and I guess that track position meant so much, especially as the track's looking down. But tell me about closing in, hoping you didn't get a caution, and then you got trucks coming up, and were you a little nervous about that?
yeah, I was a little nervous. I had a pretty decent lead. I mean, credit to Josh, he was trying stuff. That's what you got to do in his position. You got to try and find something before I do. Bottom was working for a little bit, but yeah, it seemed that Slick's OP in these things.
Well, good run here tonight. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, shout out to all the friends and family that wanted to see me run good in that fall frenzy. Here's something for you to watch now. So thanks to Mom and Dad home for watching, my girlfriend Presley, and Damien for all the laps he did with me this week. Really appreciate that.
Well, great run, and Josh, you do have weekly prizes in this series. What do you know what the payouts were for this week?
What was it, guys? 20, 12, and 5 for the top 3.
Yeah, I think that's what you said.
Now, if anybody out there is watching is thinking about, man, that looked fun, because it did look like a lot of fun. They could still join as a per race thing, $5, and be part of that weekly payout. Correct?
Yeah, it's $5 a week. Just because you missed the first week, you're not out of the points championship either. Because everybody does get a off week that they'll pick up 100 points if you wasn't here. So the guys join next week, they'll get 100 points for tonight. I know it's going to put you in the hole a little bit, but a little bit of points better enough. And if you have 4 good runs, promise you will be right there at the end in the points championship as well. But yeah, it's $5 a week. It was $25 for all 5 races, so it wasn't a discount if you got more. This is the first time we're trying this. Hopefully it turns out good and we continue it into next season.
Well, great run. Where are we going next week? I forget. Or no, next week's Slick Track, right?
Slick Track, Cody's going to do a live video here, I think either tonight or tomorrow. So we can get that out. That'll be fixed that up. I think late models are done. So we're doing something else other than late models. Pros and supers, I think, are done. Because once they run twice, track runs twice, they're out of the wheel spin. Within 2 weeks, we go to Bristol with these.
All right. Well, sounds fun. Thanks, guys, for putting on a show, and I'm going to close out the stream. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out. What a race here tonight. Make sure you guys all check out the sponsors. You've seen them all night scrolling across the bottom. And as always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.